Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to week 16 of the quarantine. I know you're probably looking at me and you're thinking, man, he was growing all of his hair out. He was growing his beard out. What happened? What's going on? Because now he looks like a young man or an old baby. Um, it's the weirdest thing. It all fell out in the middle of the night. I don't know what happened to it. It's very weird, but I'm getting the house depossessed just in case there's something, weird going on. But that's all I can tell you. So hopefully it'll grow back. So what I wanted to talk about with you today, I got a beautiful letter in the mail this weekend from my nephew. My nephew is 2.5 years old. That's not a lot. That's very young. That's just barely 2.5 years is like, it's like, I don't know, it's like 100 days. It's very, very little. And he sent me a picture. And I want to show you that picture. There it is. You can get a good look at that. See that? You can see the truck in the background. He didn't draw that part, he just colored it. And then there's like a couple of stickers of trucks on there. Now you're probably thinking what I'm thinking, which is, this stinks. Look at that. It's one color. It's not colored in the lines at all, not even close. It's not filled in. What is this, like, you ripped off half this sticker, put this on here. There's like no rhyme or reason to it. Doesn't make any sense. And the first thing I saw that and I was like, ooh, gosh, I hope he's, I hope he can do better than that. And then someone told me, he's 2.5, and 2.5-year-olds, they don't draw things very well. They're not very skilled at it. So I thought, well, I doubt I was that way. So I went back, I had an old box, and I went to look at some things that I drew when I was 2.5 years old. And the first thing that got me was this. It's like this. It's a lighthouse. That's not bad. Now you can see I wasn't coloring, I was freehanding this. So it's not bad. Now, granted, actually when I compare the two things, I actually think my nephew's is better than mine at 2.5. So if anything, he's more developed than I was. And then I went and I kept digging, and then I looked, and here's what I found from 2 years later. Look at this. It's a much better lighthouse, right? You can tell it's actually a lighthouse, and there's light coming out of it. So this is the point. And I remember, I have a vivid memory of this too. When I was in 3rd grade, so just a couple of years after this, they had a drawing contest, and they asked us to draw our favorite people, and I put a lot of time in this. It was like a contest, and I drew all of the Addams family. I don't know if you remember that show, like Gomez and Morticia and Wednesday and Pugsley. And then they were all holding hands, and I had a little room at the end of the page. So I drew Gene Simmons on there. I don't know if you know who that is. He was like the guy from Kiss. He was the guy that shot fire out of his face. When we were kids, nobody cared what we did. So that's who I was interested in, the Addams Family and Kiss. And then in the background, there was a big, beautiful lighthouse. I don't know why I was so obsessed with lighthouses. I've been having a lot of dreams about lighthouses lately. I wonder if anything's going to come of that. Anyway, and that art picture that I drew was so amazing that they actually gave me an extra art class. It was a very special class. I was the only one in it, and they were giving me extra lessons. So the point of all of this is this. You look back to when I was 2.5, and then 2 years later, and look at the improvement. My nephew at 2.5. Now that I realize what a 2.5 is capable of, I think this is magnificent. I think this is wonderful. And I think in 2 more years, it's going to be even 10 times as wonderful. And so think about you. Here you guys are in the 8th grade, and you're probably looking at all the stuff you do and thinking, this stinks. Is this the best I can do? No, because you get better. You get a little bit better every single day, every single year. So don't get down on yourselves. Don't feel bad about yourselves. You're going to do better. Just keep at it, keep plugging away, and keep doing your best. And it's all going to work out. All right. I hope everybody's having a good day. Hope you're continuing to stay negative out there. If you have any questions about anything, especially Greek myths, which is what we're reading now, be sure to let me know, and I'll be happy to answer them for you. All right. Bye-bye.